Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Cobra Kai. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 2 of season 6 of Cobra Kai. I loved that first episode. What a great little introduction back. I do think that it is painting a happy picture, and that might come crumbling down a little bit. There might be some headbutts. But I'm really looking forward to watching all three senseis teach all these kids under the Miyagi-Do Eagle Fang banner. Miyagi-Do Kaka Eagle Fang banner. I want that behind me. I did not look up whether or not it's for sale yet, but I want one. Kreese is still out there, though. Yeah, that guy just don't go away. He's like a bad itch. Just a horrible rash. Just keeps coming back, doesn't he? I thought we'd get the redemption of John Kreese, and I think what we're going to get is like the ultimate downfall and maybe perhaps even the death of John Kreese. I don't know. He was looking a little rough, so I don't think that he's going to be doing any physical fighting anytime soon. But, you know, I think him wanting to still be behind Cobra Kai somehow and raise Cobra Kais and be part of the Sekai Taikai, I think the guy just never learns. And maybe he wants to sabotage from within. I'll hold out hope that maybe that's the case, but probably not. I just don't know. Like, I feel like he went to another country. How the hell would he have been able to get out of the country? It's just, you're an escaped convict. Like, everybody's looking for you. How the hell would he have escaped? So, I don't know. Maybe he got stuffed in a ship by some of the people from the... I forget whatever dojo he trained under with him and Terry Silver, but either way, Kreese is back. So we don't know about Terry Silver either. Amanda had talked about like, well, let's see if the charges stick. So like, hopefully they do, but it's Terry Silver and he's got a lot of money and he's got a lot of sway. So I'm thinking he is going to, still be a thorn in our side somehow. But and also there's Stingray that's out there wanting to restart Cobra Kai as well. He can just join Miyagi-Do, you know, like he could still learn from Johnny. He could just learn more in a different way and definitely not be out in the woods with kids. Who are the parents that trust Stingray with their children? They're just like, is it babysitting here? Yeah, take him for the day. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't. That's nuts. But Tori and Sam are kind of finding a little bit more common ground, which I think is great. I don't necessarily care if they're ever best friends, as long as there's not all this fighting, and especially about boys. And boys are the dumbest thing to fight over, or about, quite frankly. And, you know, I think finding common ground and learning from each other and at least being good karate students in being in karate class with each other and being good acquaintances and being kind to each other and respectful. I think that is a great start. I like that Robbie and Miguel are living under the same roof as a family. I think that's fantastic. I love that for Johnny. I love that for Carmen. I love that for Grandma. I love that for all of them. I think that that's what they need as a family unit, and they finally have one. And, you know, it's unconventional, but I think it's great. Chosen left that message for Yukie, and we never heard, not Yukie, Kumiko. Yukie is dead. She long gone. But he left the message for her and never heard back. I think personally she's settling her affairs and she's coming to get her man, because like I feel like you don't stay single for that long because you are holding out for the right guy, or that you just love being single. I think that like she was kind of happy with their relationship the way it was, and maybe him not being there now, you know, made the heart grow fonder, and like, you know, maybe she's ready to move on to something bigger with him, and I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. You would never have heard those words come out of my mouth 30 years ago, but here we are. And of course, we had Kenny and Sean, and I think Sean was a surprise turn character for me because I thought he was just going to kind of like keep egging Kenny on to like maybe like, I don't know. He was being protective of his brother, and I think that that's completely fine. And I think Robbie should have backed off when he saw that. But I also think him encouraging him to actually go to Miyagi-Do and like maybe give Robbie a second chance Thank you. Thank you, Sean. I loved Kenny when he was introduced. I really loved Kenny. And like, I just wanted to hug that boy because of his dad going away. And now, like, you could see that he's just so broken. And not only that, but like, what was that? Like a 2-foot growth spurt? My God, that kid got huge. It's just amazing, like how big kids get in such a short period of time. It's really nice to see him and Robbie still wanting to be this mentor for him and kind of make up for a wrong that maybe he did by bringing him into something that was not good for him and getting him to a place where he felt like he belonged and with these people that were not good for him and trying to get him out of it. And now he's definitely with a great group of people. And if they can all be friends, if everyone can just get along, if him and Anthony, if Kenny and Anthony can find common ground some way, somehow, that's fantastic. Amanda seems to want to be done with the whole karate thing. And I think, Daniel saying like this is his swan song, that might, obviously be the truth, but I don't think that he'll ever be too far from karate. Maybe just not competitions and like passing the Miyagi-Do banner on to Johnny. It'd be great if Chosen and Kumiko stayed, but like they could also take Miyagi-Do back to Okinawa. They could spread it throughout Japan. Like there's other ways that we could take that, make Miyagi-Do global instead of just in California. Now, I don't know what we're going to see at the Sekai Taikai because I feel like there are going to be some like big players that like we're going to see some amazing karate from those people because like my nephew is a 2nd degree black belt and I feel like he could beat up some of these kids in this show because I've seen him and I'm like, oh wow, he's quick and that's scary. Good for you, Jameson, proud of you, buddy. But I'm I'm just saying, like the Sekai Taikai sex, not the right word. Taikai, for the love of God. Anyway, I feel like it's going to really bring a lot of challengers. So I'm cautiously optimistic that our kids are going to rank anywhere in that. They might go and just all get their asses handed to them and they'll be like, well, that was interesting. And then like try to recover after that. I don't know. I think a big tournament like that, a world stage, something that is like really like Olympic level. I think that that's great for them, but I'm cautiously optimistic that we might place somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, I'm not going to speculate any further. I'm really excited to get into this next episode, unless it all has to do with Kreese and then... I've had 30 years of hating John Kreese in here. That doesn't go away so quickly. I hated that man. And he was so good. He was so good at making you want to hate him. Such a great actor. Anyway, guys, I'm excited to get into this episode, so let's go. Mm-hmm. Now I remember her hiding behind that pot.
Hey!
Ah!
Come on!
Master Kim is scary. Great barbecue, though. Oh, God! Is it normal to strike children?
What do you mean?
You didn't know that was coming? I knew it was coming. Excuse me. No one fell for it. Yeah. Could have told you that was coming. Oh! Well, good job, little girl. Oh, God! Oh, my God! Congratulations. He had her by the neck, in the air. So messed up. She's so amazing, though.
We do all have to learn how to pick ourselves back up when we're down and stand firmly on our own 2 feet. And in the end, I learned that
Are they
first
watching a
step is so
commercial?
harder the second time around. I hope my next step brings me to Stanford University.
Oh.
It's great, even though I'm kind of the bad guy in it.
I'll change your name.
Oh, no, dude, I'm kidding. It's
Aww.
not like I'm applying to Stanford or anywhere really.
Come on, Robbie. You have great futures ahead of you, both of you.
They do.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh.
Hey, easy with the waterworks.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys gotta move. I said that in the last episode. Gross. Oh, gross.
With Cobra Kai, you earned a spot in the Sekai Taikai.
I would say yes, but it is not up to me.
Who's it up to? Who's in there? Her grandfather? After all these years? Urn? A shrine?
Master Kim.
Is he 120?
Oh, you got a lot of brochures.
Yeah, okay, but don't be worried, because at least 3 of them are close to Stanford.
Don't pick your college because of a boy.
Where are the bells of the ball?
Is that what we are?
Oh, yes, my friend. They are fumbling around our dresses trying to cop a feel of our tantalizing brains.
Stanford's pretty expensive.
Hey, fam. You bros looking to post up at a college a little closer to home, or what's the word?
Well,
That guy's not
Terry,
creepy at
the
all.
word is we'll be taking our rodeo on the rodeo.
All right, bet. But safety schools get a bad rap, and they take that weight off mom and pop's wallet.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. I hope he gets a scholarship.
Unless I can find us someplace better to rent.
Sarah's Market. Not a good time to rent.
Yeah, I don't need advice from a guy who's just here on a karate vacation. You know what kind of market it is anyway.
Setting Sunset. Property price.
Makes sense, yeah.
All my shows.
Maybe take Chosen with you.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe you'll find yourself a short-term rental. You know?
Yeah. Amanda's sick and tired of seeing you walking around in a robe.
With your blessing, we will take the place that your granddaughter has earned in the Sekai Taikai for Cobra Kai. No.
Oh, I thought he was gonna hit
Master
him.
Kim, maybe you do not understand.
Oh, yep, he's gonna hit him.
Did Kim tell you how one of my students disposed of 5 of yours?
Is he gonna hit him again?
살고 있네. I give you chance. Prove self.
Well, Master Kim didn't change. 30, 40, 50 years didn't soften him at all.
The chemistry lab was rebuilt in 1993 after a fire.
Oh. Nope. This is not the school for you. I hate Kyler.
Kyler, you go to school here?
Nah, it's more like this school goes to me, you know what I mean?
What's up, Russ? You look good, man. Thanks, man. All new teeth. Swallowed the old ones when you...
Oh.
Yeah. I'm really sorry about that, dude. It's all good, buddy. Play karate games, win karate prizes, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see you and Brooks both go here.
Nah, he's just visiting. He goes to MIT.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, did you say MIT?
Yeah. And he's killing it, too.
Okay.
So what's it, guys? We hanging out or what?
No, don't hang out with Kyler. Ew.
There's Agent. Typical LA asshole. Big watch, dumb haircut.
Gentlemen,
What am I lead?
what do we think?
I'm so excited for this.
So, what do we think? 4 bedrooms, 2,100 square feet.
Boy.
got upgraded
Stop you
appliances.
right there. I'm ready to take this off your hands.
Johnny, you gotta look at the whole house.
Oh, okay, so it would just be you.
Hell no. It's just me. I'd be sleeping in the car. No, there's my girl. Haven't made an honest woman of her yet, but as soon as I can afford a ring,
You're
you know
just-
what I'm saying?
Johnny.
She's knocked up, so baby makes 3. Then there's our boys, and then Rosa. She's a sweet Ecuadorian lady. She likes to smoke weed all day.
My client is looking for a tenant who's a little bit more stable.
The hell are you calling unstable? I'll knock that.
He
dumb
didn't
haircut
say
right off your
unstable.
stupid face to show you just how unstable I am.
Johnny.
Well, you're the one who said he had a dumb haircut. I'm just agreeing.
Oh man. Don't.
You want to prove self? Return knife to me.
He's like 80. You can't send him into the woods and into a cave.
You will find more than just Unjangdo.
Oh, is it like a Luke Vader situation? Who's at the end of the tunnel? Terry Silver? Johnny Lawrence? Himself?
Hello, gorgeous.
Remember, you're a Cobra.
I'm gonna take that knife. Whether you like it or not.
Oh, is that a Cobra? Jesus, I didn't even realize. I mean, John Kreese actually fighting a Cobra is really interesting. I didn't realize cobras flared when they were up. I was like, that's just a regular snake.
Even after everything, Kyler still lands on his feet.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Hey, shipwreck.
Oh.
Did I tell you you could drink my beer, bitch boy?
No, sir, Mr. Zinker.
Oh, no. Low man on the totem pole.
Go make me some jungle juice, yeah?
Yes, sir, Mr. Zinker.
Actually, it's kind of nice to see. Him being humbled is kind of a good thing. This is gonna taste like garbage.
Trash. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Bob's boy, that's what I'm talking about.
That's how you know it's ready.
Wow. Spikes? Oh. Fun. I would too if I had a mohawk with spikes.
I am seriously considering a new haircut.
Oh, we're definitely ditching him once pledging's over. Listen, he gets into this frat over my dead body.
Yeah.
I like it.
Miguel, you don't need to get involved.
Miyagi don't come from here. Never here. Understand?
I don't think he does.
I probably shouldn't have insulted that guy's haircut.
There you go.
What stupid haircut. Second chance.
I never thought that I would get chosen in Johnny, like, on adventures. It's just the best.
I got news for you. And it ain't happening, Chief.
Oh, Johnny, no.
Use yourselves.
You know a guy where you can get a car from? There you go. Good job.
Hey guys. Whew, I hope Baz didn't scare you off.
Oh.
Are you John Lawrence?
Yeah. I haven't kicked your ass before, have I? Because you got that look.
Little Stevie? I used to moonwalk to class. Well, you were awesome, man. You had insane skills.
Oh, I love this guy.
Nah, I missed that one. Remember Dutch? Dutch was so freaking cool.
Dutch was.
Yeah, he's in
my,
prison.
yeah.
So cool, dude. Well, it's a great place to turn your life around.
I know I may not be the ideal tenant, but, you know, I can really see a place like this becoming my home.
You'd want to rent my house for real?
He's so
I'd
excited.
be honored. How's your credit?
Well.
Can't imagine it's any good.
I actually own a couple houses around here, so if you can get your financials on track, I'm sure we can work something out.
Aww.
Yeah? Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, John Lawrence. John Lawrence.
Johnny's got a fan.
Good karma.
I love that for him. I love the snake bite for Kreese.
What is happening to me?
Oh.
You all messed up, Johnny.
Oh.
But you did this to yourself.
Are we gonna see older Terry Silver at all?
You are my weakness.
Jeez.
I thought you were the answer. But all you really are is just the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a way to get, or to like let Johnny go, do we have to snap Johnny's neck? If it's the only way to let Johnny go, then yeah, I'm all for it, but I doubt it.
What did you get on your SATs?
790, 780.
1570 SATs?
Load it up.
I have no words. I don't know nothing about Stafford Ria, but this place is lit. So when you get here next year, I'm gonna have it on lockdown.
You're sure you're getting into this frat?
Sure. Yo, vacuum. Clean this up. Nah, man, I'm good.
Hey!
It's interesting seeing Kyler being bullied around. No, Kyler. I don't like Kyler, but I don't want this for him either.
Enough!
Why don't you tell him the truth?
The truth is that you are never getting into this frat.
Eli, eat the snacks.
Your loss.
Good for you. Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Bitch, don't you know I know karate?
Look, if they can make Kyler the comic relief of this series in the last season, I am here for it. Come on, Dimitri. Thank you, attaboy. Ah, I love watching Dimitri do this. Remember like the first 2 seasons when he was like a complete wuss and he wouldn't kick things and hit things and everything hurt? Now look at him. Getting into a frat fight. Awesome. Oh, a glass bottle, damn. I wouldn't want to join this frat anyways.
Where's Brox?
Get Brox!
Yeah, not okay to break a guy through a table, but I was entertained.
Chosen doesn't get paid.
What? So you're just using free immigrant labor? That's a scumbag move even for a card game.
I'm not saying it's gonna be like that forever. I mean, if we win the Sekai Taikai.
That's not soon enough. I gotta show ongoing income if I want to get my family into a killer house.
Come work at the dealership.
I'm working the Miyagi-Do program and kicked that guy's ass today. Thought that was supposed to change things.
I'm glad you didn't beat anybody up. That's a positive step.
It's just one day. You have to keep doing it.
It actually can help you become a more centered person. But that doesn't mean your problems are gonna go away overnight.
All right, what am I supposed to do, man?
Do what I do. Maybe it's time you ditch the gig work, you know, and get a real 9 to 5.
It sucks. I have one. I like mine, but it still sucks.
This time you're not gonna get me, because I got my eyes on the real prize.
Did he just beat up a Cobra?
I didn't get a 790, I got a 750. 500 of it was in English, though.
Wait, you got 750 total?
Total? How did he get...
Why are you guys so
It's
worried
not
about
that
this?
MIT, is it?
Because we want to go to MIT.
You want to learn to fix washing machines?
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Not the same MIT.
Midwest Industrial Training. Ad Meliora.
So, you guys want me to make a call?
Nope. We're good. We're good.
I slacked off. I'm a freaking idiot, man.
You're not an idiot. You just didn't
I
try.
had goals. I had dreams. I just didn't stick with them. I could have gone to a great party school, not a safety party school.
Okay.
The safety is always gonna be there, bro. You gotta chase after that damn dream.
Mm-hmm. Stanford. 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 Stanford.
You think West Valley High would let me back in?
No. Mm-mm.
Hey, are you the guys that got into the fight in the Theta Omega house? Hey, Those guys are assholes. They deserve it.
Right on.
Dude. Legend. Listen, man,
Oh boy.
if you're looking for another house, you're in. No hazing. Just, as long as you can be that badass all the time.
I used to kick this guy's ass all over the valley. Tell him, Rhea.
It's true.
Yeah, I was a bully. I was really mean to him. Remember the cheese whiz over his head? Was it cheese whiz? Nacho cheese? Pepto-Bismol is what it was. Hey, Johnny. You gonna try to be a car salesman? Was I right?
What's going on?
I've been thinking about your generous offer to work here, and
That's not what he was saying. He said, do what I do, get a 9 to 5.
I'm all for playing the slow game. Fixed the leak at the apartment, and even though I didn't get that house, got rented out to someone else, I'm gonna be ready to pounce on the next one.
Oh, God.
We can give him Robbie's old job filling the popcorn machine.
He thinks I offered him my job.
What do you think's in the briefcase? My money's on a bologna sandwich and a pile of junk mail. Oh! Someone sold the car.
Was it Johnny?
May I just say that your salesperson, John, is a real treasure. He made
Did
me
he?
feel so comfortable.
It's important to listen to the customer.
What just happened
It's all
here?
about balance.
Well, I'm gonna send my whole family here.
John here would be happy to help all of them.
You want to have her fill out some paperwork? Oh, I thought he was going to pull out a dead snake. I was like, he better not have killed that snake.
The prize. It's not about the prize. It's about eliminating what stands in the way.
Son of a bitch.
And nothing will ever stand in our way again.
Great. Grand. He killed a snake. It bit him. Whatever. But dumb. Dumb. I don't like it. These episodes are too short. I want more. Okay, so we had interesting things happening on two different sides of the world. John Kreese, let's start with that, with the Cobra. I guess I don't know what a Cobra looks like before it looks like this, where it flares out. So I was like, oh, it's just a snake. Oh, it's a Cobra. Yeah, okay, I see the symbolism there. I do see why this is important, and one, I understand that, God, what is his name? Why can't I ever remember the guy's name that plays John Kreese? Martin something. Martin Cove? Anyway, I couldn't reverse it, but he's getting up there in age. He's getting pretty old. Master Kim still being alive, and it's not the best makeup, but the lighting with the torches and all that. Okay, fine, whatever. Him being a young John Kreese, and I thought he was going to be facing, he kind of did a little bit face a Terry Silver, but it was he's like, you're not my weakness, he is. And then fighting Johnny and killing Johnny, quite frankly, he needed to let that go anyway. How people are, if people treated me the way that Kreese did, he would never ever be in my life ever again, right? But the fact that Johnny continually he still went to the woods because John might have been there, Kreese might have been there, and of course it was Stingray, but even he hasn't really quite let him go. And I'm not quite sure. I know it was eliminating the thing that's in the way. I don't think Johnny was in the way when it came to Cobra Kai. They could still do the Sekai Taikai and not be involved whatsoever with Johnny. And of course he'd eventually have to see him there, but I don't really think Johnny was in the way for him anymore. I don't really think Johnny was a weakness for him anymore. But, obviously they have to show him earning his place with Master Kim. Now, the way he was treating his granddaughter in the beginning, holding her up by her throat, I was just yeah, you know what? No mercy. Yeah, I can see how that was taught. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I don't like it. So I really don't think that I'm going to like his ways. like I said, I do love Master Kim's barbecue. Now, Johnny and him having to search for a home. First of all, him and Chosen going together is just comedic gold. Those two together, period. I would never have thought that like two, arch enemies of Daniel LaRusso would have been buddies and just going to look for houses together. It's like great. But like I was wondering like how much money they were getting, because I was like, how does Johnny have an income? And I thought they were all living in one apartment, and the fact that they still have Johnny's apartment, how is he paying his bills in California? I mean, I know that he has like a rich stepdad or whatever, or maybe it's his real dad. I don't know if I'm quite sure about. I think it was stepdad. Eventually he's going to kick the bucket and Johnny's going to have money. But, I like the idea of Johnny like earning his own way. I mean, and I was like, Daniel's got to give him a job, especially after he's like showing up in his suit and like ready to sell cars. Now, I don't know what that whole scene was, but and what he said to that lady to get her to buy a car, but there was no paperwork that was mentioned. There was no loan that was mentioned. He didn't even check for a driver's license. Like, ma'am, like, are you turning in, or like, do you have a trade-in that you want to make? Like, none of that was even mentioned. He probably has been like, oh, I'll give it to you for $5,000 off the sticker price or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, what happened for him to get that deal? But really interesting to just see him in a professional role, working a 9 to 5, and especially with Daniel, and considering how they are about karate, I'm sure they're going to be different about work ethic as well. And like, yes, Miyagi-Do teaches balance, but I don't think Johnny is going to be like a duplicate of Daniel. I think he's going to be Johnny, but maybe a little more balanced. So maybe he doesn't like go off on people as much. Oh no. It's delicious. And it's like really interesting that Daniel is friends and working with his high school bully now, and that he is friends and has his Okinawan bully living in his home. And then you see Kyler, who was like the absolute worst on the show. Like, there wasn't very many redeeming qualities about him whatsoever. He seemed to enjoy torturing people, bullying people, hurting people. He always like kind of seemed like he was always happy-go-lucky, but like also in a very mean way to certain people. And even to see like him being treated that way was uncomfortable for me, because I don't like seeing people bullied at all, Kyler or not. But like Kyler kind of like getting a dose of what he did. But like he still is just like your loss, like he's still a very confident dude. So like he's still Kyler. And, I thought that was like really fun and interesting to have them all at the frat house. Obviously, a fight has to break out. Someone has to get slammed to the table. I also was wondering how what's-his-face got into MIT. And I was like, it's not really MIT. It's a different college with those same initials. And I was right. Yeah, that was hilarious. And I like that, like, not everybody has to remain enemies, that not everybody has to constantly be like, like how you see Johnny and Daniel still like until like last season really having like this grudge, this high school grudge that was just pushing them to hate each other. And in this case, like they don't hate Kyler, and they don't really have problems with them. And like, they're like talking with them, and like they're like, they're different kids, and they're handling situations differently than adults did back in the 80s, and now like I think modern kids are actually smarter, and they have a lot more empathy and sympathy, and they tend to see things a little bit differently, and holding grudges doesn't make them feel good, and they're willing to let that go. I do love that. I do love that. Now, of course, I think Miguel should go for Stanford. I'm sure that he can get some sort of a scholarship, because if his mother's not making enough money, if Johnny's not making enough money, like you can get scholarships that if your parents don't have enough money to help you through that, especially like if that's your dream is to go to that school. Like I would love that for Miguel. I'm for anyone's dream coming true. If you want to take a year sabbatical and travel the world, or whatever it is called now, a gap year, all for it. I think everyone needs to do what is in their heart and what they want. Now, I definitely don't think that it's necessary for Sam to go to a college by him. I do not think that they are end goals. I don't think that they're going to get married in the future. But, you know, like, find your own dream and go in your own direction. Don't let somebody else influence that. And so I hope Sam does that. Like, she could be at Stanford, or he could be at Stanford, and she could go to Harvard, or, you know, Texas Tech University. Oh my God. I mean, sorry for anyone who lives in Lubbock. I thought about going to Texas Tech back in the day, and I went to visit Lubbock, Texas, and I was like, whoa, Michigan State it is. There was a lot of nothing for a long ways out. Yeah, I like trees. Anyway, you know, I think they all need to go on their own journeys. And I know, like, Eli and Dimitri are definitely like they're MIT. And I hope that they get into their colleges that they want to go to, especially because I think they're very smart. You know, it's fun because it is their senior year. They are moving on, and that will break up the dojo. You know, you will have to go and live separate lives away from each other. But what you can learn now, and what you can take away from now, and what you can do now to help secure your future with the Sekai Taikai, I think is great. You know, I think Johnny's putting too much money on it. I think he is like definitely just like, oh, it's going to be life-changing once it happens. And we don't know that. Nobody could place. Nobody could win. You know, they could like literally like go home with, you know, like nothing. But I think like there's definitely karate scholarships out there for Tori. Miguel could easily get a karate scholarship, you know, like, and I know I say karate scholarship. I don't know if there's necessarily schools that have karate teams, but if they have gymnastics teams and lacrosse teams, then like they have chess clubs, like stuff like that. Different nephew, like really hope that my nephew could go to college, you know, because he's a drum major. And I think that like that would be amazing if he could go play like you know, for the marching band for the University of Michigan. Like, you can go into scholarships with that kind of stuff. I think that would be great. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm really proud of Johnny for getting a job. Not beating the realtor's ass. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. Johnny is changing. I think he definitely sees how important it is to take care of his family. Like, that's a lot on his shoulders. And going from somebody who lived by himself, who would drink stale beer and, you know, like had cockroaches in his house, and like, you know, just his life has done almost a 180. I'd say he's almost there to where it's completely different, and I'm proud of him. So it's nice to see Johnny in that role. I don't know what to expect on the next episode. I didn't read the title. I did see that this one was called The Prize when I like got finished the last one, but I haven't looked at the next one. But that one will have to wait till tomorrow when I finish all 3 episodes. But guys, in the meantime, remember to like, subscribe, and if you want to watch the full-length reaction, it will be available on my Patreon. But let me know in the comments what you thought about this episode. I personally love Chosen and Johnny together, like one of my favorite duos. I really, really enjoy it. And, you know, like, I was like, oh, Kyler. It was nice to see Kyler. I liked this episode with him. Not that I liked seeing him humbled. I was mortified. But it is really interesting to see the person who did that to a lot of people get it done to themselves. And he responded with, I guess if this is what I got to do, you know, he didn't fight it. And it, to me, it like just kind of proves that he would have done anything to get into the frat house. And it really is their loss, because the new frat house will probably love him. He's always just so confident and happy. It's irritating. All right, guys, come back here for the next episode. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.